Every year, millions of working Americans check their retirement statements with the exact same lingering question. Will Social Security actually be there when you retire, or is the system quietly running out of money? Mainstream headlines constantly push panic. They warn of trust fund insolvency, impending government default, and an unavoidable crash. But when you look past the political theater and examine the raw numbers, the reality tells a very different story. According to official congressional projections, if lawmakers take zero action, the surplus reserves in the Social Security Trust Fund will be exhausted around 2032. But trust fund depletion does not mean bankruptcy in the way a private corporation goes bankrupt. If a company fails, operations halt and your balance goes to zero. With Social Security, the program is funded by active workers. Even under total congressional inaction, incoming payroll taxes alone would continue paying approximately 80% of all scheduled benefits indefinitely. An 80% payout represents a significant 20% cut, but it is not a systemic collapse. The real question is not whether the program will vanish, but how lawmakers quietly plan to close that 20% gap before the clock runs out. To understand the solution, you have to look at how the payroll tax is currently rigged. Right now, Social Security taxes are capped at an individual income threshold of roughly $185,000. Every single dollar earned above that cap is completely exempt from the tax. That means an executive earning millions pays the exact same absolute dollar amount into the system as an upper middle class professional. To fix this imbalance without cutting benefits, Congress introduced the Social Security 2100 Act. The legislation creates what economists call a reverse donut hole structure. Regular wages up to $185,000 are taxed as normal. Income between $185,000 and $400,000 remains untaxed. But the moment an individual earns more than $400,000 per year, the payroll tax turns back on, with no upper limit whatsoever. On top of closing the high-income tax loophole, the plan changes how annual cost of living adjustments are calculated. Standard inflation indexes measure everyday consumer goods, but retirees spend the bulk of their budget on prescription drugs, healthcare, and specialized care, which inflate at double the normal rate. By tying yearly adjustments to an index based strictly on senior expenses, purchasing power is protected for the long haul. Critics often push back by pointing to the $30 trillion national debt, claiming the nation simply cannot afford to maintain these benefits. But looking at national debt without looking at total national assets is an incomplete picture. While the federal government carries $30 trillion in debt, total American household wealth exceeds $180 trillion. The wealth exists inside the economy. It is simply concentrated at the very top. Furthermore, true retirement security is not just about a monthly check. It is a three-legged stool consisting of Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. Many families mistakenly assume Medicaid is exclusively for low-income households. In reality, Medicaid pays for the vast majority of long-term nursing home and custodial care, which Medicare refuses to cover. When decades of retirement savings are wiped out by end-of-life medical care, Medicaid is the backstop that keeps families from total financial ruin. Yet, while Washington debates policy reforms, retirees face an even more immediate threat to their wealth: artificial intelligence fraud. Using neural network voice clones, bad actors now need only a 3-second audio clip scraped from social media to recreate a person's exact voice. Scammers use these hyper-realistic clones to call older Americans, posing as children or grandchildren trapped in an emergency and demanding instant funds. To move that money beyond the reach of law enforcement, criminals have replaced retail gift cards with Bitcoin automated teller machines located in neighborhood convenience stores. Victims are convinced to convert their life savings into cryptocurrency vouchers, transmitting untraceable funds overseas in minutes. In response, federal regulators are advancing national mobile digital ID standards. By anchoring verified state credentials directly to smartphone biometrics, users can authenticate their real-world identity online and shut down automated AI impersonators before damage occurs. The future of your retirement is not a mystery. It is a mechanical equation of revenue, policy, and asset protection. Social Security will not disappear overnight because no politician can afford the electoral fallout of letting it fail. But protecting your wealth requires knowing how the system works, defending against modern digital threats, and seeing past the headlines. Welcome to MONI Explained. Subscribe to stay ahead of the system, master your money, and build true financial autonomy